Howdy, everybody. I know it's been a while. Been a long time since I did a live stream, and I wanted to do this, do a live stream for everybody, um, so you could jump in, chime in if you're actually able to catch the broadcast or not. Uh, Cryptids, Myths, and Mysteries is actually getting ready to go through some changes. I've been planning on doing something like this for a long time, and well, quite frankly, it's time. Um, I hadn't wanted to kind of pigeonhole myself into um, just doing cryptids. The whole title of the channel was Cryptids, Myths, and Mysteries, and it's one that I come up with off the top of my head. And I just wanted to cover everything paranormal, right? But right now, um, I feel that there's a lot of changes going on in my life, and my interest in cryptids hasn't waned, but I I don't want to do that all the time. I mean, I already know um, some of these creatures exist. I don't just believe. I know. And with that being said, I also know a lot about other um, paranormal activity. I've experienced a lot of stuff in my time. Wasn't looking for it, just happened to me, you know, and it's what pushed me in the direction to, you know, create this channel and do what I do. Um, after after Friday, I believe that's what I'm wanting to set the deadline at. Um, Cryptids, Myths, and Mysteries will be no more. It will be the Ravens Outpost. And I'm hoping to get back out in the field and do a lot more stuff. Um, Hopefully, do a lot more live streams, have some guests on where we could actually chit chat, talk, and do things. Um, and I just generally want to say that I appreciate everybody being here, everybody tuning in, um, and sticking it out. Um, I know my content's been spotty a lot, but it is what it is. I don't get paid to do this, and my primary job, most of the time, takes precedence over this, and I don't like you know putting too much of my personal business out there, but my health ain't been all that great, and I mentioned this in a previous video, and how you doing, Pete? Doing all right. Doing all right. I'm getting better. Like I said, my health has been well shitty, and I seem to be getting better by the grace of God, and hopefully it stays that way. Take one step at a time, and like I said, the Ravens Outpost is going to be the new name of the channel, and there's several reasons why I picked that, and one of them being that I've had a lot of run-ins with ravens out in my research area. Ravens tend to be a lookout. They're the early warning system. Ravens and crows. Anybody who's familiar with being out in the woods for an extended amount of time, ravens and crows are the early warning system. They'll let everybody know that there's something there that's not supposed to be. Well, I don't know how it is in other areas. I've only researched and investigated in one certain area for the past almost 5 years. And there have been times, and everybody has heard the stories of how the forest gets extremely quiet. It's almost like the wind stops blowing. The insects stop chattering. The birds stop singing. Everything just stops, except for the crows and the ravens. And there's been a few times when the crows and the ravens have been the ones out there patrolling. And I don't have any proof to back this up. This is just theory. A lot of what I'm coming at you with right now is just theory based on personal knowledge of what I have seen and interacted with. I believe that crows and ravens have some type of relationship with the Sabe people, the forest folk, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever you want to call them. Crows and ravens especially, is one of the most intelligent animals in the world. On par with a 6 or 7 year old child, can solve complex puzzles, can mimic people's voices at an alarming degree. It's almost unsettling at how clear their voice is when they're mimicking. That's another thing I want to touch on about the mimicking. Sasquatch. I'll just use that because it's a more familiar term than Sabe or the forest folk, or I like to call them. I hate the term Bigfoot. Bigfoot just sounds just so. It's got such a stigma. It's got such a bad taste in my mouth. You holler Bigfoot, people start laughing. But you say Junaqua or Sabe, people are like, huh? What? Yeah, the tall man. Yeah, you start talking about that. People tend to look at you a little different than if you say, I seen a Sasquatch. There's a lot more out there in the woods too, I believe, than Sasquatch and the little people. There's a lot more out there. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. When I'm able to, I'm going to be here pretty soon. I'm going to be out and about a lot more. Hopefully, the way I used to be, 2 or 3 times a week out in the woods. A lot of it's for my health, but I just need to get out there. It's just one of those things, and I enjoy doing what I do here on this channel. But for those of you who are just tuning in, Cryptids, Myths, and Mysteries is taking a turn. It's taking a new name. It will be the Ravens Outpost. The Ravens Outpost. So for those of you who are subscribed to Cryptids, Myths, and Mysteries, you start getting notifications for the Ravens Outpost. Don't be alarmed. No, you haven't been suckered into something. I've changed the name. I will be changing the name shortly. And I'm trying to change the format of how I do things. I'm going to be doing a lot more in-studio stuff as much as possible. And I'm going to be getting out in the field too. releasing a field video maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and having a live stream 2 times a week. Haven't exactly timed that out. I'm looking at scheduling. I'm looking at where I can fit my show in amongst all the regulars. You know, um, Bigfoot Odyssey, Paranormal Portal, Paranormal Roundtable. If you're familiar with all of them, I'm trying to fit my live stream shows in with that. I'll be releasing videos probably between 12 and 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So they'll be there waiting for you when you pop in. Just random stuff, talking about paranormal news as much as possible. Be digging around and giving heads up on future shows of my fellow contributors out there. I'll give all of them a shout out and let everybody know what's going on. And just have a roundtable discussion, have on live streams, get people on and talk. Talk about whatever. Now, the live streams are going to be a little later at night, hopefully. Like I said, I'm not sure what days it's going to be. I've got a good idea, but I haven't got that yet. I will let you know of future dates, what days they're going to be airing. Like I said, I want to do it twice a week. And late in the evening, hopefully when the kiddos go to bed, because it's going to be raw and unfiltered. That's just how I want it. I'm not monetized. I'm not looking to be monetized. I'm just looking out here to have people tell their story and not worry about how they tell it. Well, I figure it. We're all adults here. And people need to know what's going on. People need to share their stories. To be honest with you, after Wes Germer, and he's been an inspiration for a lot of people to push forward to do something with this, get their stories told. But one I've been paying really close attention to here lately is somebody who's been really controversial to quite a few people, and his name is Steve Isdall. I'm pretty sure everybody who's tuning in or who will tune in later to see this, know who Steve Isdall is, or have at least heard of him. And if you haven't seen any of his stuff, I highly recommend it. He receives tons of emails from different people telling their stories. Now, he reads every email he can, and a lot of them are just he had never read before. And his idea is this: you take away from it what you will. Is it fact or is it fiction? It's not his job to sit there and critique somebody else's story. He wasn't there. He just tells it. There are people, honest to God, grassroots people, salt of the earth people out here who are scared to come forward with whatever story they have. Whether they've had some type of attachment of the spirit, they've been attacked by a malevolent entity of some sort. Whether they've been attacked, oppressed, or whatever. their house is being haunted and something's going on. There's some people who just feel that they can't say anything about it because people will ridicule them. People will, make fun of them. And most people can't handle that. And I understand that. Me personally, I'm beyond that. I really don't give a shit anymore. I don't. What people think. I don't. I know what I know. I'm not pushing anything down anybody's throat. My experience is my own, but it mirrors so many other people's. It's weird. It's crazy. There are so many other people who have had experiences like mine, and on a broad spectrum. I'm not talking just cryptids. I'm not talking Sasquatch. I'm talking of everything on a broad spectrum. I have seen things that it's hard to explain to people. It's hard to still yet. I could tell it, the actual account, and it sounds just like some big tall story that I made up. And that's okay. That's fine. I know it happened. I know I saw it. I know I was there. And there are a lot of other people like me who just do not have that faith in other people. And it's well warranted because most other people, come on, let's be honest, most other people just suck because they've got their head firmly planted in this world and wrapped up in their own world that they just don't care to look at the other person's side of the story. You take somebody who's been friends, two people been friends forever and know each other back and forth. They're closer than brothers. They're more like family. But once one of them tells a story and the other looks at them like they're crazy and calls them a liar, it breaks my heart. It really does. That cognitive dissonance will take hold like that quick. A lot of people refuse to acknowledge anything to do with the paranormal. And that's what the Ravens Outpost is all about. Ravens Outpost. And I named it Ravens Outpost because of Odin's ravens. That might turn some people off, mentioning that, but I think that it's fascinating with what I actually know. I've been researching ravens for a while now, ever since my first real encounter with them in my research areas. And they're fascinating creatures. They're amazing. And they're gatherers of knowledge. And they stay silent. They listen. They gather the knowledge. And then they use it. Ravens are a special bird. I love them. They can be mean as hell, but they can also be very, very sweet and tender. I've seen that too. Side note, anybody who is subscribed to this channel and also subscribe to the Facebook page, Cryptids, Myths, and Mysteries, the Facebook group. I haven't quite figured out how to change the name of that yet. And once I do, I might have to wind up making a whole new group. I'm not sure yet. but that's what it's looking like. I've been sitting there talking for 20 minutes. So yeah, just check it out. Like I said, the Ravens Outpost is going to be the name of the channel after Friday. I'm going to release a video with the new intro. I don't know if you were able to see it or not, but I'll probably give another shot. Here's a look at the new intro. So there you have it. That's what it's going to look like. I'll probably try and boost most of my live streams with it. If anybody who's actually viewing right now can let me know if they've actually saw that or not, that'd be great. Because I can see you in chat. Like I said, I'm going to be covering a lot more paranormal. It's everything, and I've mentioned this before in several videos. Paranormal, part normal. That's what it breaks down to. And with that being said, everything fits under this one big umbrella. In my very first video, going on 3 years ago, in my very first video, I mentioned how I thought it was all tied together. And I believe that still. And I jumped down that rabbit hole a long time ago. And it's been a hell of a ride. I've met a lot of interesting people, made some friends out there, very knowledgeable friends. And I like to seek their advice from time to time. I'm not a scientist. I'm an investigator. I don't do the whole track cast thing. I probably should from time to time, but I can't lug around so much stuff. I don't know. And I've never really had one track that I could cast that would be worth a damn anyway. Footprints, handprints, knuckle prints. I've tried as best I could to transfer it to a photograph, a digital photograph, and put it out there for people to see. That's about the best I can do right now. And that's probably the way it's going to be. And if I find anything out there like that tree structure or that blind that I found, I'll show it to you. You'll be the second person to know. And I'd just like to say once again, thank you to everybody who has stuck around and has been patient and still tunes in and listens to my content. I just want to let you know that your patience and your faith is greatly, greatly appreciated. And usually when I end a video or segment, I will say, I love you, mean it. And I do, because I've gotten a lot of support, a lot of advice, and a lot of insight from all you guys. And I want to do something more. There's a lot of us out here, a lot of us content creators, researchers, investigators, however you want to look at us. There's a lot of us who want to start looking outside the box, try and tie things together because there's something there. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of subjects that we could go down to. It's like the branches of a big oak tree. There's just so many to hold on to. And I'm trying to find one at a time, look at it, and maybe start a conversation about it, maybe get you to thinking, give you my point of view. It's just my point of view. It's my opinion. It's not fact. I mean, what I've seen is what I've seen. What I've heard is what I've heard. It's two different things. Firsthand, secondhand information. We all know this, but I'm going to pass along what I can, and I want to contribute to the knowledge, to pass along this knowledge, because I honestly feel that more people need to know. And well, I'm not going to get into other issues about that, but I feel that people need to know. Forewarned is forearmed. If you have knowledge of these things, true, actual working knowledge, people pay attention. I mean, if I can make you think, if I can plant that seed and have it in the back of your mind that when next time you're out somewhere, whether you're doing a ghost hunt or you're hunting Sasquatch or Dogman or Chupacabra or whatever, if I could plant that seed and it's there and it leads you to be more cautious, more careful, and keeping an open mind about what you see around you, I've done my job. And that's what I want to do. That's what a lot of us want to do. Kerry Arnold, Bigfoot Odyssey, he started that channel because of the hell he went through. Bring awareness, bring knowledge. People say what they want. I think he's done a fantastic job. Daniela Aiello, she's branched off and done her thing along with Bigfoot Odyssey, and she's doing a fantastic job. And she has spread a whole spectrum of different things, and it's great. Wes has got a lot more paranormal stuff popping up on his show. Tony Merkel with the confessionals. Hey, he's already doing it. He's covered the broad spectrum. I love what he does. Love it. And if you haven't tuned into some of his newer channels out there, League of Legends, I think it is. It's a new video series on YouTube. He's doing that too. If you're looking for other stories and other people to talk to or listen to, check out Paranormal Portal. Brent Thomas does a great job over there. The amount of information that is out here at our fingertips, literally, either on your computer or on your phone. It's amazing. And I want to do my part. I want to try and contribute something and give my perspective, my point of view. Maybe I'm going to hit some people that other people, can't reach. I don't know. I'm throwing my 2 cents in there. Like I said, cryptids. Once again, I think I'm going to sign off now. It's been 30 minutes. Cryptids, myths, and mysteries. After Friday will be the Ravens Outpost. The Ravens Outpost is going to be the name of the channel from here on out. And we'll see how things go. Just bear with me, folks. Hang in there. Once again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in and sticking with me. Thanks a bunch. And until next time, I love you, mean it.